Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, I am Miss Preppy Pearl, and if you're a returner, thank you so much for being here and staying tuned. So we are going to be continuing on with my health informatics series because I had a lot of engagement in my last few videos related to this, so I wanted to come on here and do like a Q&A and answer some questions that I've been asked so that everyone can have that information. I do not believe in gatekeeping. I believe in sharing every bit of knowledge I have to everyone. So let's go ahead and get into those questions, and I will try to answer them as best as possible. So a few people asked about getting into a graduate study in health informatics in the US as a international student. So I'm not really familiar with that process, but I did go ahead and try to research and ask some of my friends who were international students and who were doing their graduate studies here in the US. From what I can gather, one, you have to first apply to the school. And so once you've applied to the school, then you can go through the formal applying for a student visa. And honestly, a lot of this information can be found in the school that you're applying for. They have like an international student section typically. So I would suggest going and looking at that. You can also go through like the US visa side for students. I know they have that there. I will try to find that link and link it down below. Again, if you have a specific graduate study, the university that you're looking at, they most likely will have a international section of how an international student should apply and get a student visa. So yeah, look at that route. But for international students, if you are really looking to enter this field, the UK might be a good bet. And the reason I say this is that the UK, specifically the University of Edinburgh, which is in Scotland, they have a heavily extensive health informatics program and study there, and they also involve like AI and other different data science heavy education there. It's actually something I was interested, I'm not even gonna lie to you, still kind of interested in it. But yeah, I would say explore your options outside of the United States. Of course, things are changing considering the climate that we are in the US, but yeah, wanted to answer that question for you there. So the next question I have been asked quite a lot is, some people, they're trying to basically get into this study and they're asking if it's advisable, that are there actual jobs in this field or opportunities in this field. So I don't want to be the sound piece for whether you should go to graduate school or not. That is truly up to you. Just like I mentioned in my previous video, you have to conduct like a cost benefit analysis and look at, is this great for where I am, what I want to do. So with that caveat out of the picture, for me, I would say that it was worth it and there are opportunities in this field. But again, you kind of have to map out what exactly are you trying to do. Like I mentioned in my other video, I mapped out, oh, I want to be able to integrate data, technology, and healthcare together. And I want a role like this in this field. I mapped out what I wanted my end career to look like. So to enter in this field, I would advise map it out. Really detail what do you want to do. Do the research. Find people who you like what they're doing, and maybe they can mentor you and give you some understanding on to how they also got there as well. The other part of this I will also mention is that I feel like the job market in general right now is just very interesting. So to say that do you think it is or is not, honestly, I personally feel like it's a growing field and it's a field that's going to be here for a very long time. So with that being said, I would advise anyone, if they want to enter into this field. And so if that means getting a graduate degree or certifications in this field, I would encourage it because it helped me. I'm here because of that. The other question that I got asked a lot was that I don't have any experience. Do you think that there are job opportunities for people like me who have no experience? I would say you should not allow not having experience to be the reason why you don't want to enter this field. You can get experience through so many different ways. You can get it through volunteering, you can get it through internships, you can get them through even graduate studies, you can get experience through volunteer projects. Of course, I don't recommend doing work for free, but if that's the only way you can get it, hey, do it that way. But also, there's just so many different opportunities out there. Like, there's fellowships that you can gain experience in this field as well, and there's so many like different professors and faculty that they're looking for students to work under them that can get you experience in this field as well. So I say that to also say that I'm a research girly, so one thing you have to get in the habit of, and I tell everyone this, whether you are in the STEM field or not, you have to get into the habit of researching and research extensively. Like, you have to basically do your own, I would say, like literature review of, or systematic review of ways to gain experience in this field. So that is something that I would implore everyone. Please do not allow not having experience to deter you from any opportunity, because honestly, yes, experience goes a long way, but I'm a living testimony of that. It's not always about experience. It's really how you position yourself and the network that you make. Again, I will keep saying this, but the network, you have to get into the habit of networking with people and networking to enter into any field, enter into any space. So that is what I would suggest on that route. The next question I've gotten are, some people, they're currently like in undergrad and they want to enter into the health informatics space, but they don't have a specific program dedicated to health informatics. So there's a lot of synergy, I would say, between different undergrad studies that are also applicable in the health informatics space. One of them is bioinformatics. I did not know how similar bioinformatics and health informatics can be. They have a lot of similarities, and I feel like if your school does not offer health informatics, starting in bioinformatics easily help you transition into health informatics. So there's that. Also, another course is like data science, so any data heavy study will also be a great transition into this space. One thing I will say about health informatics is that if you have a little bit of data background, a little bit of healthcare background, you could really pivot into this space without having to get like a formal degree in health informatics. So you could really go to school for computer science, you can go for data science, software engineering, you could go for any type of like analytical or data study. You will most likely be fine. And it doesn't even have to even be data. You could go for biology or some type of like physical sciences, but maybe if you have a minor in a like data heavy specialty, that will also help you transition into this field. Health informatics is very, very broad. I always tell people it's specific, but it's broad once you're in it. You can do so many different things in health informatics. I bet there's even some roles that you didn't even know are health informatics related, but they are health informatics related. And so with that being said, that leads me into something I will be discussing in my next video, which is careers in health informatics. I already know you guys already know about maybe the typical health informatics roles, but I want to share both the typical ones, but also some of the ones that you may not have heard about, but they are also in the health informatics space. So those are just a few of the questions that I got. If you guys have any other questions regarding health informatics, about my journey or whatnot, or you're just needing some clarity on something, definitely, leave a comment. I will be sure to answer as quick as I can. And yeah, that is it from me.